Welcome back to Teddy Gone Rogue. Today, more divorcees regretting their decision to leave the only man that would ever love them. Make sure to like, subscribe on your way in, and let's get straight into the video.
Do women regret leaving men? Absolutely. But not all women. These are the women who regret it. And usually it's the women who have gone off and had affairs, because that is the wrong way to deal with the problems. If your husband is ignoring you, if your husband is constantly fighting with you, whatever the reason, turning to seek solace with someone else doesn't actually solve the problem. And then what women typically tend to do, because they're far more emotional than men, when they start an affair, the dopamine kicks in and they imagine they're in love with this new man and they just want to be with him. So then they make the huge mistake. They don't properly think it through. Logic flies out the window. They decide they're going to leave their husband, and in their head they're moving on with the new man. But neither man is interested in that new scenario. So the husband may try to convince her to stay at first. She will then leave, anticipating that the new man is there waiting for her. And frequently he's not. He disappears. I've seen people where the day the woman left, the lover left, and the shock. So then there's a double whammy, because the wife is left thinking, what do I do now? And she doesn't even know what she wants. So that takes time to settle down. By the time she's processed her emotions and realised what a huge mistake she's made, her husband's not ready to forgive her. Plus, in that scenario, they haven't actually focused and dealt with the issues in the relationship which caused it to break down in the first place. So, yes, women do regret leaving their husbands, but the ones who throw away something good when a rocky patch hits because they anticipate they're moving on and up, typically that goes very badly wrong.
Hypergamy at work. This is what 80% of women who initiate the divorce with their husbands tend to go through. They try to monkey branch, they find a better option, someone that'll slam them because they're married and they don't want anything more than some fun. But then the woman thinks, oh, no, this guy obviously loves me purely because he slammed her. That's not the truth, obviously. And the man leaves her straight away, and then she's like, oh, now what? Because she's just divorced her husband. She's not getting back in that door. That door's closed. She's also closed the other door because the other guy's like, no, I'm not really that interested. And, you've made this more serious than I wanted it to be.
I would really appreciate tapping into the mid-30s divorced women TikTokers. I don't know where you are, but I need you. I'm looking for the women who are several months, if not several years out of their divorce. Mine was in the fall of 2020. And I just want to talk to you guys and hear from you guys about just like how the fuck you do it. How do you carry on? How do you not let this destroy you? Because if you're in your mid-30s, you know that said divorce directly played into your ability to have children. Where are you guys? And do you need me as badly as I need you? Or have you somehow miraculously figured it all out? And either way, I want to hear from you.
Lonely women seeking solace in other lonely women who have made the same mistake that they have made. This is a very common thing that we see. Imagine leaving a man who loved you, who wanted to be with you, who enjoyed your company, all before you had kids, just because you thought you could do better. You thought there's a better option out there, and you jumped at it. You said, yeah, I'm going to do that, after you've got the name divorcee, and no man wants to touch you after that. She's directly ruined her life, and all she had to do to have a lovely life was be a good wife to her husband. That's literally it. That's as easy as it was. Just be loving, caring, nurturing towards the man that you chose to take the ring from. You didn't say no when he offered you a big ring, did you? No, you said no after that. And that's the mistake that you made, because now that decision lasts forever.
My husband is currently packing his bags and also packing our kids' stuff because he is going to leave to another state, all because I cheated on him with a mutual friend. My husband and I have been together for a while. No, I don't think there was any issues in the relationship or marriage whatsoever. I actually thought our life was pretty perfect, but then I decided to talk to one of our mutual friends, and one thing led to another. I think I was just really tired of the fact that my husband was constantly working to make sure that we had a roof over our heads and to make sure that everything was paid, and so I just felt very lonely, so I decided that I was just going to message his friend, just like we are friends, nothing else, that was it. And then all of a sudden it just led to something else. I mean, at least I had the balls to actually tell my husband what was going on, because I could have kept it from him. I could have just moved on without telling him shit.
You could have been a terrible person and cheated on him and not told him. That's what you think makes you a good person? Take a look at this one, boys. Comment down below. What do you think about this woman? Just by the look of her. Look at her eyes and you tell me whether this is a trustworthy person. This is a horrible person. You heard what she did. She got bored of being catered to. She got bored of a man letting her stay home with the kid all day and paying for her existence. She got bored of that guy and she wanted a little bit of excitement. So not only did she go out of her way to find another man, but she went directly for that man's friend. And of course she didn't mean for it to happen. That's why she reached out to him out of nowhere, right? Yeah, sure.
After I told him, I was very surprised about his reaction, because he was not freaking out or panicking. He just said okay, and then he said he was going to pack his shit and go, but he was also going to take the kids. He was very demure, if I can say that word. I just thought he was going to accept the fact that I was cheating on him, and then we could just move on and, continue with our perfect lives. But no, he instead chose that he wants to actually leave with our kids, and now I'm panicking.
Oh my god, what a shock. A man had some self-respect and he took your children and left? Well, that's his kids too, isn't it? It's good to see that a man would do something like that to such a horrible human being. Why would you leave your kids in the care of this person?
I'm 69 and I left my husband 7 years ago. I was fed up with being part of the furniture. I wanted to have a proper life again. Everyone got the shock of their lives when I left. My friends couldn't believe it. Most of all, my ex couldn't believe it. He never thought I'd leave. I mean, I didn't wish him any harm. I didn't have an unhappy marriage. I just wanted a bit more excitement in my life. And I was gonna get it before I was 70. And I've only got 6 months to go. People stay in a relationship far too long when it's no good. And I can tell you something, when you are absolutely feeling like this is the end of the line, be brave, take a leap, and just go, and you will never look back. Don't stay if you're not happy, because everyone deserves to be happy.
Look at the delusion this woman has to sell herself in order to live with the actions she has made. I don't know what caused her to choose to essentially just die alone, because she is almost 70 years old. That is an insane age to go ahead and get divorced. She said she wanted some excitement in her life. What excitement are you getting at 70? Which, as she said, was 6 months away. She's knocking on death's door and she's wanting some more excitement from random men. I think that she's made a huge mistake. I think she's coping pretty hard. This is really sad. That's all I can say. I feel like this is really just sad. I think about the poor guy as well, who's got to die alone. But I mean, at least it'll be quiet.
I think that one of the most painful things I did with him is I told him, we learned to live without you. You're in the pictures. He was so focused on business, so focused on that. God, and I told him, hey, pull out your phone. Do you see these pictures? And we went through them. I said, do you remember this instant when Sophia did this? And he was looking at it and he could not remember most of the instances. He was in the pictures, but he really wasn't there. He was with us, but his brain was thinking about work, all the deals that he was missing, all of that stuff. And when he was at work, he was thinking about home and how much he needed to be with us. It does your family no good to be thinking about them when you're at work. You be where your feet are. When you're at work, give it all you got at work so that when you're home, you can put your phone down and not have to think about what you missed at work.
Yeah, I can tell by the way that this woman is speaking that she clearly wanted a man that was making a lot of money. Otherwise, he wouldn't be in such a high-stress job where he was at home thinking about work. This woman had a man that was providing for her family, who was working every day, who, as she stated, was thinking about his family when he was at work. Every man here would. And when they're at home, that he's stressing because he's got a high-stress job so he can make a lot of money so he can provide for this family and this woman who wants more than most people get. She's just incredibly ungrateful. And then to get onto this show and speak so foully of him just shows how ungrateful she really is. I hope this man's doing a lot better for himself. I hope his relationship with his children is good. I hope he's very much rid of this woman.
As a woman who is in the middle of divorce at 52, few regrets. I was with my ex for 27 years, and we were married just shy of 25. Like many women, I was not the primary breadwinner in our house. My ex-husband traveled for a living and was away from home for more than half the month. I always worked part-time, but was the one who was always here with our 2 kids, taking care of the home, doing all the things. While I would never in a million years change the time that I had at home with my kids, financially, it has definitely left me in a very precarious position in my separation.
Right, so this woman who is now complaining about the fact that she got to be a stay-at-home housewife, which is a luxury very few can afford, she divorced her husband at 57 because apparently she thought at 57 there's going to be better options out there for her, and now she regrets it. She regrets it because now she realizes, hey, wait, I don't have a job. Like, I've only had part-time jobs. I'm not really able to take care of myself or my children, but I still made the decision to divorce my husband who was taking care of all of us. Women don't know what they want. They are willing to ruin their lives over what they think they might want.
Here's why women regret divorce more than men. Financially speaking, women's lives get worse after the divorce, while men's standard of living for women goes down an average of 27%, while the standard of living for men goes up 10%. So you can see why women may feel that their lives get worse after divorce because their standards of living go down while their ex-husband's standard of living goes up.
Imagine thinking, oh, I'm gonna trade up. I'm a woman and I'm pretty and I can get all this male attention from all these different men. And because I can get all this attention, you know what? I think I can do better than my husband. I'm gonna go out and find someone better because I'm getting checked out by guys that maybe they're better looking or they're taller or they're richer or whatever the case might be, that's spiking their hypergamy. And then you leave. You go, you know what? I'm leaving you, buddy. I'm going to go do better for myself. And then you do 27% less good than your husband. Actually, no, it would be 37% less good than your husband because your husband's life actually got 10% better. Wouldn't that be a humbling experience? A very karmic retribution, if you will. That's a wrap for everyone watching on YouTube, BitChute, Odyssey, and Rumble. If you enjoyed this content, make sure to check out my Patreon page. The link is in the description of this video. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments down below. I'll see you in the next one.